Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome to this channel. Welcome to this wonderful family. Please hit that subscribe button. This is my channel where I discuss everything and anything around my life as a young girl growing up in Osogbo, Nigeria. Talk about lifestyle, faith, relationships, and just everything. Money, let's get that money. Yeah, my old subscribers, you're an OG, you know, right? Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always watching this video. If you like this video, you will like it in advance. Please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Drop comments. Let me know what you think. So straight up into the video. So guys, I understand that there are a lot of things going on. There's a lot of conversations about relationships going on the internet. There's a lot of information to take in, and there's a lot of what is, what not, and all of that. So I thought to just say some things. I thought to bring some things to and in this video I'm going to be talking about the most difficult conversations to have, difficult questions to. I'm really sorry for that, but my cousin is around and I'm babysitting. There's no way I can throw him. Thank you, baby. Most difficult conversations to have with your partner, difficult questions to ask your partner, and let's get right into it. Question number 1: what is your biggest accomplishment? So I feel like a lot of people do not talk about accomplishments. People talk about accomplishment, but not in the sense that they want their partner to understand. So for example, people's biggest accomplishment is relative. What your partner sees as his biggest accomplishment might not be what you see as what you think could be his or biggest accomplishment. So you might want to ask, you might want to know, you might want to understand why they think that is an accomplishment and why they see it as such, and why what they went through, how they arrived at that conclusion. Do you understand? So that you know how to relate with them. You can't just, you don't want to be thinking that your partner needs more support in the area of their business, whereas they need more support in the area of their jobs because they think that their job is their biggest accomplishment ever. I hope that analogy makes a little bit of sense. But you just want to know your partner, you want to know your background, the background, where they're coming from. And one thing I've noticed is for everyone that I've asked, because before I shot this video, I asked a couple of people, I asked about 5 people, and their biggest accomplishments is something that they have thought they would not be able to overcome, given the background they are coming from. So it gave me a kind of insight into their background, into where they are coming from, into their story, into what they've been through. So it made me understand that even though to me this thing might not seem like the biggest thing you've accomplished, the biggest order you've had to cross, but to them, because of where they're coming from, that is the biggest order. Question number 2 is, what was your childhood like? So you want to understand what your partner was like growing up. Were you a sports child? Were you a street kid? Were you raised in the trenches? Were you raised with money? Were you a rich kid? Were you a rich kid? Were you a trenches kid? How was it like growing up? Were you this way? Because you have to understand where your partner is coming from, and this still stems back to the accomplishment thing. You have to understand where your partner is coming from. You have to see them for who they really are. You have to see things from their point of view, see things from their perspective. You have to understand where there are some people that their childhood, they did not like their childhood because of the way it was, and there are some that they think that their childhood is better than now. So knowing how they grew up, knowing their kind of environment, is going to make you understand why they make some decisions. It's going to make you understand what influences their thought process, what their background, where they're coming from, that is making them behave the way they behave. Because give or take, whether you like it or not, people's background, people's childhood experiences our childhood experiences mold us into who we are, mold us into how we behave, how we think, and what we talk like. Number 3 is, do they agree with their parents' parenting? Okay. Do they agree with the way their parents raised them? There are parents that were disciplinarians, there are parents that were soft. You want to understand, because you are looking at a long time with this person. This is me open and thinking that people are not dating because I want to date someone. You're dating with the intention of long term in mind. So you want to understand if they think that. So now you've known their childhood experiences, you've known how they were raised. Now you want to understand if they agree with that line of thought. If they think that, oh, I grew up in the trenches, so my kids have to grow up in the trenches to understand the concept of money and the concept of hustling and building. Do you understand? There are some people that grew up in the trenches and they say that I don't want my child to go through what I went through. So you have to know how, you have to understand if they agree with their parents' style of parenting. If they think that you should be so hard on your kids so that they understand that nothing good comes easy, or they think that my kids is a soft life. Do you understand? Next point is, what is one weird thing that they enjoy? So there are some things that people enjoy that is not so, it doesn't make so much sense, but okay, it doesn't make so much sense, but they enjoy it. For example, I saw a tweet on Twitter about people that enjoy all these pimple popping videos. It's weird, it's somehow, but people enjoy it. People enjoy leg videos, people videos where they watch how they treat the leg, how they treat acne, how they treat what do they call it, eczema and all of that. So it's weird, but you want to understand if they enjoy it. These are just little things that you should know about your partner. It's not about I know everything about my partner, but you don't know that they enjoy these things. Next point is what, so this next point is a bit somehow, is a bit, if your relationship has not gotten to a point where you think that okay, we are solid, I don't think that you want to answer you want to ask this question, because it might lead to a lot of reforms and reformations there and there, and you may not be ready for it yet. What changes do you want to see in this relationship? So you've been together and you guys are talking, you're doing this, even possibly you've been having sex, your families know each other and all of that, but that does not mean that there's still nothing to change in the relationship. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for betterment. There's always room to make yourself better, to make your relationship better. So you might want to sit your partner down and ask your partner that, okay, so what changes do you hope to see, given where we are coming from, given where we started from now, and given the point where we are right now? What do you want us to do differently? What changes do you want to see? What do you want us to try? What do you want us to you guys, this boy is trying to feed me from my phone. So what do you want us to try? What area do you want us to explore in? You might want to ask your partner all of that, so that don't do it. I'm busy now. I'm doing something here. Just sit and wait for me. Yeah. Yes, I'm hearing your voice. Okay, good. What changes you want us to adapt? What things, because, and of course things change. We change every day, things change, times is changing, technology is changing things, and the environment, the social aspect, the social sphere. So you might want to, so what do you want us to incorporate? What changes do you want us to see in this relationship? I hope that makes a lot of sense. Next point. This one, I think this is my last point, but I might have a jara. You might want to ask this question at the beginning of the relationship.
After this last point.
So this point, you might want to ask this question when the relationship is still new. So I know that when you're trying to date someone, you ask them about their past relationships, about places they've been, about how their last relationship ended, because of course their last relationship ended. That is why you're where you are, except if you're double dating, which I do not advise. But you might want to ask them that, okay, so what happened? Now you've asked them what happened. Oh, he was this. Oh, she was that. Nobody wants to. Nobody would typically tell you that I was the problem, except Yoruba men. Yoruba men have audacity. Yes, I've always dragged them. They have audacity. They know they're the problem, and they will accept that it was me. That's where the line. It's not me. It's not you. It's me. That's where it came from. So back to seriousness. I want to ask them that, have you taken time to analyze in retrospect what happened in your past relationship? Because even though you are saying that the guy cheated, even though you are saying he was beating you, have you taken your time to look at where you made a mistake, where you, maybe the mistake might even be that you dated, that you saw the signs that maybe this person is going to be abusive and you went along with it. So have you taken time to analyze it, to analyze what went wrong? And analyzing it does not mean that analyzing it when you're still hurt or when you're still not in the heartbreak. Analyzing it after your head has clear, after you have opened your eyes to see that they serve me shaggy. So have you taken time, and what do you think were the mistakes? What do you think were the mistakes you made? What do you think went wrong? And now that you know what went wrong, what will you be doing to make it better in this new relationship? Because you cannot. You are not. You want to do God better. Oh, give me a high five. Good boy. So yes, I've cleaned it. So you might want to ask them that question, so that you don't just date someone that went through a terrible time with their ex, or maybe they were even the terrible ex, and they still do not see anything wrong in what they did. They're still carrying that same mentality into this new relationship. That relationship is already heading to me. It's already heading to perishing. Exactly. Then the last but not the least question, I've already said that there's going to be a general point, is that what can I do to make you better? So I know that people always want to do things for your partner. They want to love their partner the way most people even love their partner the way they think. All girls like money, so let me just give her money. You don't care if our love language is words of affirmation. You don't want to know if she would actually like your presence better than sending her money. So anyways, that's not the focus for this video. Now the focus is you want to love people the way you think they should be loved. I think that one thing that everybody wants to do in a relationship is to make your partner know that I love you, I care about you, I'm here for you, I'm solidly behind you. So you don't want a situation where you are doing it wrongly. You have to ask your partner, what can I do to love you better? What can I do to help you be better? Oh, so I think that I want to write this course, and I think that I'm waking up late, or there's an area that I'm lapsing. Maybe you could cover up for me. Maybe you could help me achieve this, help me achieve that. Do you get it? So it makes it easier for you to you already know what to do. You already know what is going to. You already have the handing the moving button like this, like take it, and you're collecting it with your full chest, because why not? If not, so with these few points of mine. If you have another question that you think is a difficult question that you might be asking your partner in a relationship, please drop it in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new on this channel and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next video.